So, my apologies. My recording got interrupted a second ago for absolutely no reason that has anything to do with the Z key or pineapples, nothing to do with either of those things. Now, all I was saying before is that, quite simply, you don't actually have to go in the door. You don't have to find out what that noise is. If you don't want to, you can just move on. I could take a nice recording of the moon and be done here. But you're not gonna, are you? Nobody just records a nice movie and moves on. Obviously, you're not staged to. But I can't stress enough the fact that this is your choice to do this. You're choosing to engage. You've chosen this. You choose to do this. Now, curiously, you can't really move these guys off the bed. I guess they're just having a really good time. But you know, Tails shouldn't be here. Tails clearly needs some medical attention. Let's get him out of here. So, beforehand, interestingly, like I noted, we were on a stage. We were on kind of a film stage sort of thing. Now, however, we're in a proper environment. Before, we were a cute family and a house and a pink Sonic the Hedgehog child. And then we had prom. Innocent, beautiful prom, mostly innocent, where some mistakes were made with pineapples. But now we have this. It's a seedy hotel. You stay here, Tails. I don't know if I trust this guy. Let's see how... We're at a hotel now, and untoward things are happening. And even though we chose to go inside, we're still distressed by what we find. Huh. Did I... No, I threw a P. How'd you get the M? He loves Tails. But he's so shy. Ugh, oh boy, that's... That... Okay, thank you. Well... It's not a good time inside, and... Tails seemed... a little bit left out. You certainly don't have to do this. In fact, even finding this area back here requires you to just explore around this whole set for basically no reason, and then, if you didn't obviously know about this ahead of time, as I did, you'd... Oh boy, his head is just coming off there, huh? Well, anyway. You didn't have to go inside. Boy, do you not have to do this. His dream came true. His dream was fire. Can't... Oh boy, that's a lot of fire. What if I just kind of... hucked it over there? Oh boy. That fire... Oh boy. Oh, I can't actually see... Oh, speech bubble vanished. I really wanted to take that with me. No, can't can I take him back? Guess I could just take him back to the party, but... You know what? I don't trust you. I'm gonna just take Tails with me. So that's this level breaking away from everything we've seen before. It's breaking away from the goofy gradients and production value, and breaking away from kind of the sense of innocence that it had before. Like, it was just goofy weirdness, like a prom with a DDR thing. It was... But the thing is, even this isn't something that you see in Sonic fandom either, is it? You don't see, even when people are exploring things as teenagers, and again, these are probably all baby children teenagers, as we all did once exploring things, they wouldn't normally put a hotel in. A hotel with a Shenmue van in front of it. This is weird. This is like a real life seediness. This is deliberately creepy. Who would make a prom scenario explicitly and then have the real-to-life creepy prom experience go with it, exactly? That's what's disturbing, is now we're in a very specific event. And this very specific event is like this. Let's just... You know, let's just get this fire, cleansing fire, and put it in there. And maybe I'll take that nice video of the moon after all. That's all you had to do. Sonic Movie Maker never said what you had to do. You could have done anything you dreamed of here. Direct to video. That's great. I guess they didn't like it as much as they did Blue Nightmare Orb of Madness. So, here we are. Now, this is why I was talking earlier about choices. We suddenly have a set of choices. We did before, with the I'm horny / I'm lonely, or the prom thing, but there's something strange about this one. This one feels like a protest. You get to put a context into this. And I want to be clear, once again, I don't really like making fun of specific kinks. No matter what, I mean, in most cases, again, there's places that go too far. But, you know, psychologically speaking, it's fine to have a certain level of fantasies that you know are functionally impossible. In this level, you actually do have to solve a little puzzle to get your camera, and you just saw there. Gotta pull the thing. What was I saying? Right. Making fun of fetishes isn't great, but I think we can all agree that once your scenario has a character, say, strapped down, visibly shaking, although I think that's just the collision, in a dark, empty space. And I want you to notice that this space we're in looks a lot like a catwalk. It looks a lot like the kind of support system you might see above a movie set. Remember where we were earlier? Remember that platform that somebody might have made pineapple mistakes in the vicinity of? Well, maybe this was up in the rafters all along. You don't have to keep pulling that. Once again, you really could just record a movie of empty blackness and move on with your life. I've never seen anyone once just look at this and then kind of move on. I've never seen it. Oh, that one's a new model. Spaghetti. Everybody looks at this scenario, which is uncomfortable, and for most people, pretty terrifying on its own. I mean, again, he's shaking. That's not great. And there's that sexual connotation for a theoretically non-sexual kink, that is the feeder or inflation style kink, which can be presented in ways that aren't traditionally considered sexual. Clothes on, you know. But it is sexual. It doesn't make it not. And I feel like most people who would find a game like this anyways are aware enough of the internet to know about these things. You don't have to do this. Most people who I've seen play this game don't want to do this. You don't have to. But that's the brilliant thing. Everyone does. I've never seen any game with just presenting you the choice to do something that you're uncomfortable with, that you don't have to do to progress the story, and people just do it. I just did it when I played the game. We all did, I think. Maybe someone out there just took a look at this and noped quietly out to Nope City, but everyone does it. Well, here's a hot dog. Chili dog? It's your favorite. Open wide for the choo-choo train. Ooh, boy. It's just... Ooh, boy, that one rolled right over him. Why pineapples? Let's just... I don't trust you here anymore, pineapples. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Out. No pineapples. This is a no pineapple, creepy, semi-sexual situation. Now, personally, I think you could have done this with almost any of the more unusual kinks, but the problem is most of them would get genuinely sexual or be difficult to communicate that same sense of this is definitely something sexual, but I'm not fully clear on what's happening here. Not yet, not yet. Soon. Soon. Now here's the thing. You don't have to keep feeding him. And I've seen LPs, Let's Plays, where people just kinda got their video of this happening and left. Which is kind of a shame. They didn't get to see the big finale. See, you found Tails. And you don't have to do anything with Tails. I could have left him in the cake. Certainly. You don't have to do anything with tails. You could just walk out of here, take a nice video. Let's get some of that. You don't have to do this. In fact, I've only noticed a few people who it occurs to that you could do this. Myself one of them. The pizza. She represents loneliness. We're done. That's all you had to do. You can't prove the developers had anything strange in mind. So as you can tell, a lot of the output of this game is pretty genuinely unnerving. But what always struck me, always struck me, is that you don't... It's so hard to find something that's unnerving, but also... leaves it completely up to you to immerse yourself in these scenarios. You don't have to stay here. You don't... I mean, obviously in any game, you're already choosing to play it. Sorry. Look at that. Sorry, that was me. That was my bad. Sorry, Deborah. You don't have to engage with this. This isn't Silent Hill 2 where I need to beat up monsters and actually move the story forward. I'm choosing to engage. You chose to engage. And it's... haunting. Now, this cityscape is kind of a special favorite of mine. Just because... well, for one thing, the texture just wraps on the ceiling and on the ground. That's just the same city texture. There's Eggmans. Eggmans over there. Watching, waiting. You can grab that helicopter. You can just scroll it. Scroll it, scroll it, scroll it, scroll it, scroll it. Why would a game be designed to let you do that? I could move on. You don't have to see what comes next. Let's just... you and me. Chaos Emerald. You guys must be pretty stoked about that, right? Shadow? Don't wanna... no, you're good? Okay. So that's where that went. It's a boy! Mazel tov. And a ring. And a Chaos Emerald. And I don't think the hot dog. I think you were just kind of holding on to that guy. And now we're down here. Who put that red solo cup here? This is a hospital. Was it you? Well, I guess I did bring down this ring for clearly, obviously, no reason. Don't worry about it. I tell you what, I'm taking my ring back. Taking my ring with me. You know what? Nobody gets the ring. I'd rather lose the ring. It's a nice day out. We're all done. Where's that exit? Oh, there it is. Take you with us. Come on, buddy. You and me. You and me. We're like this damp napkin. Don't worry about it. Come on, buddy. Well, can't blame you, but you're coming with me. The theater sold out. Well, we're so close to the end now. Let's keep going a little bit longer. So now... Nothing to say to me? Now... So, we began this video talking about a cute kind of 90s aesthetic style thing, a goofy concept that somehow somebody found an unfinished Sega production game, a set of unfinished games from Sonic. And they were goofy and pastel and checkmarked and just kind of a clumsy Sonic feeling kinda thing. And somehow the games managed to make it so that there's a natural arc to this point where you're inside something. Well, it was a ramp up, wasn't it? Things were innocent, and then it was prom, and prom was a little weird, but then things got dark, didn't they? Things got dark. And we, by the nature of being there, by the nature of continuing, just decided to accept this darkness, to play along with this darkness. Because we needed to see. We needed to see Sonic was there, and the food was there, and things just were already there. And you don't need to go down this tunnel. The exit's actually behind us. You don't need to see. You didn't need to look. You didn't need to look. Met with completely unexpected horror, this game has created an environment where you willingly keep going. And I think in a way it places you past a point of no return, where you are going to find out what the rest of this game has in it, no matter what. No matter what. It appears to have all come circle. You're right, this is a little intense. Username, MJ Studio. The scared eggs. Why are they here? Why are they everywhere? What? No, I mean, they're beloved Sonic characters who've been there all along, right? Not something menacing that takes up your UI. Ugh. Okay. I'm good, we're good. Giddy up. And that's it for Sonic Movie Maker. We're at the wrap party. That was everything. We did it. And it's a beautiful rap scene. I'll see you next time, as Souichi will always return.